the working lady. And if the work won't come to D, then D will go to work. Yes, indeed. We go to work. That's how we get it done. You know what? Because you can't let any grass grow under your feet. You just can't do it, especially if you're an entrepreneur. If you're an entrepreneur, then you owe it to yourself to give it 100%, to give yourself 100% of your abilities. Because I always say, and when I started out on this journey, if I can work as hard for myself as I did for the man, corporate America, then there's no way that I can fail. And I know at my job when I was working, going in, clocking, I didn't clock in, I was a manager, but when I was going in every day, I would stay there hours, countless hours that I wasn't even getting paid for, trying to catch up, trying to keep up, trying to do these things. So when you see me up all the time, working hard, always doing something, that's why, because I got to have that drive for myself, and you should have that same drive as well. I want to give a shout out. I got to do it again. I did it earlier today to my sister Dion. Shout out to you, Didi. Happy birthday. It's her birthday. You guys know I'm always on there trying to embarrass her on the Facebook Lives and stuff. So I'm going to embarrass her again. It's her birthday. That's my girl. She went out to dinner with her son. So I hope that she's having a great time. And then later on, we might have a celebratory drink or two. So anyway, especially since, well, I'm not off tomorrow. I got to work. Okay, anyway, it's fun work, though. And I also, before I go any further, I have to introduce my co-host. You know who she is. It's none other than my girl, Funny Cheeks TJ. Wait, I got to unmute her mic first. Unmute her mic. Her mic should never be muted. Wait a minute. Hold up. Her mic should never be muted. Never muted. All right. To my girl, Funny Cheeks TJ, Taretha Johnson. Ooh, I love that design. Hey, Funny Cheeks TJ, how you doing, girl?
Hey, I'm doing good. I said, let me throw on something good for the show tonight.
Ooh, that's cute. Is that black and white or gray? What did you use? Grays, black and white?
Black and white. Well, yeah, black, and of course it mixes into gray.
Oh, nice. I like it.
Something I put together right quick. I'm about to put this on my yeah.
All right. That's nice. I like it. So how's your week been?
Great. This grandbaby of mine is gonna be walking by the time her birthday come around.
Which is coming up.
Yes. I can't believe it's been a year.
I know. I cannot believe it.
Time does not play.
Yes, time does not play. That's why you have to appreciate every moment, appreciate everything that we're given, because time waits for no one, as they say.
No, it doesn't. But It's been a great week. It's been just we rolling with the punches and just going forward.
Oh, that is awesome. So awesome. I want to give a shout out to everybody who's joining in the room. I see Chandra's here. Hey, Chandra. I see Joyce is here. Erica. Hey, girl. How you doing? What's up? So I'm super excited. I hope that you guys are excited. This is Thanksgiving week for those that celebrate Thanksgiving. Whatever. Anyway, we'll rant about Chandra's like, You know what? It's like, I feel like right now that history is like almost being rewritten. I don't know, like, is history being rewritten or what's going on? Like, so many things are being brought to light. So many truths are being exposed now until, I don't know, I feel like we're going to have to create our own brand new history of truth. And that's what we got to call it. Truth history or something. I don't know, because so many things coming into light. And with the whole thing about the taking down the statues and all that, does Thanksgiving have a different meaning for you this year? Do you look at it differently? Do you have a different effect? Or I asked this question earlier in the week, are you just taking it as an opportunity to, I'm not going to worry about traditional Thanksgiving. I'm going to take this as an opportunity, since they give us off anyway, you know, they're going to let us be off for 2-3 days. Then let's just make this an annual time that we spend time with our families, stop the hustle and bustle to give thanks for our families, and not about what it traditionally was for, but to just start a new thing. That's what I want to say. Y'all start a new thing. Start a new thing to appreciate your family, your friends, your blessings, and all things that are good in your life, because we are in a time now that we need to cherish and appreciate every moment that we're given, because, honey, people getting up out of here. Rest in peace, Della Reese. Rest in peace. What was his name? Hyman, the father from what was the name?
Earl
Hyman from the Cosby Show, the dad. I mean, so many people are just leaving here, you guys. I love y'all. Don't y'all go nowhere. Y'all don't go nowhere. Anyway, okay. So let's get right into it. I am super excited. My guest tonight is a personal friend, so I have to say, I'm a little bit biased there, So anyway, let's introduce our guest. You guys, you're going to love this. Our guest tonight has been painting for nearly 20 years, custom murals, face painting, and she's created original acrylic painting, designed and created theatrical costumes, and created custom logos and graphics for new or established businesses. She holds a BFA from Montclair State University and her MFA from Christ Church University in Canterbury, England, UK. She looks forward to finishing a new body of work for exhibition soon. She recently was the recipient of the 2017 New Jersey Metro Award for costume design for the production of Tarzan, and mentoring the student costume crew who won a Paper Mill Playhouse Rising Star Award for student achievement in 2017. She's also costumed 4 shows for Ridgewood High School's New Players Theater Company. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming our very special guest, Donna. Ooh, that was a kind of choppy intro. Sorry about that. But hey, Donna, how are you doing, darling?
Great to be here with you, Dee.
Oh, so excited to have you here. You guys, okay, so the one part of the intro, we talked about her being an award-winning costume designer for the show Tarzan, and I feel privileged because now I can say I'm a nominated hair design, wig and hair designer from working on that same show with you. That shows you how amazing that the show was, that so many nominations came out of it, some great wins. I didn't win.
You should. You should.
I should have. Those wigs were on point.
People thought that Tarzan's hair was real, that he really had dreaded hair. So.
Right? Let me tell you, that hair was on point. I ain't gonna lie.
It was amazing.
But anyway, so what have you been up to? You've been painting for 20 years.
Yeah.
How did you first get into art and painting and all of that? Because you look barely over 20 yourself there, girl.
I wish. I've actually, you know what? I can't remember a time when I wasn't, to be honest with you. And at a very young age, I think that it's important, the educators that you have in your life. Mm-hmm. And I had some really amazing art teachers when I was younger. Okay. And they just fostered a love of it, and through the years, I just explored different mediums, and I've always been a painter though. Okay. I've always really focused on painting the most.
Okay. So not only are you an artist, you're an educator, because you do work in the school system, working with the kids and art. So do you teach art, or what do you do in the school system?
Yeah. So I actually have been at my school for 14 years. I teach at all the levels of art, and I painting, drawing. I teach sculpture, which we're about to start carving plaster. It's going to be so much fun.
Ooh, I need to just come sit in and act like I'm just a monitor or something, so I can learn.
No, you can come visit anytime. And I teach printmaking, which is a really amazing art form that doesn't get enough credit.
What is it called?
Printmaking. Okay. So, like creating etches and linoleum blocks and silk screens on t-shirts.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, things like that. Mm-hmm. So I've been teaching in the high school for a long time. That really is my vocation. That's my passion as well. So bringing art to the young people. So.
Now with we're going to come back to some of the personal things, but with so many schools and institutions and places not giving precedence to arts and music and theater and all of those things, how important do you think it is for art in a child's life?
I cannot even tell you. amount of students who come in to me on a daily basis and just say that, you know, having a way to express themselves, is just crucial to them because they're so stressed out with everything else that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot that is being asked of our students, especially in the district that I'm in. And I'm very blessed that in our district, in my school building alone, we have 5 art teachers.
Awesome.
So we're very blessed that we have a wonderful, wonderful art program. And I know that that's not common, but it is so crucial for them for even just creative problem solving in other areas of life, you know?
Right. Okay. That is
expression.
Awesome. So now what is your favorite medium? I know that you do murals and you do art. What is your favorite medium?
So I know, and now I've been doing costumes for a while, which is like a whole different side of things.
Yeah, we're going to get into that in a minute. Yeah.
Painting, acrylic painting. I started off oil painting, and then as life went on, oil painting gets a little bit difficult if you don't have a studio.
Okay.
Which I don't have right now. This is my apartment is my studio.
Okay.
So I have my paintings everywhere. But acrylic painting, and I love working pretty large, so that's why I love painting murals. It makes me so happy to get to just change a space, someone's personal space. Because as you know, even a hand painted work is, you feel the artist's spirit in it.
Yeah.
Know?
Yes.
So it changes everything. I always tell everyone you have to see a painting in person.
Yes, that is definitely true. Definitely true. So now, how did you get into? You were doing, you said oils and now acrylic. How did you get into doing murals?
Oh, well, actually, that's kind of funny. When I was maybe 17 years old, I think it was, someone said, "Oh, could you paint my child's bedroom?" And I was like, well, all right. I had never done it before.
Okay.
Let me do it. Let me give it a shot. And then I did that one. That was actually a jungle theme. And then she told her friend, and she told another friend. And before you know it, I was doing
mouth.
Yeah, word of mouth.
Yes.
I spent a whole year of college just painting murals with no that's it. So
yes.
So, and it's grown through the years. It's grown, and you know, I've done hundreds, maybe hundreds and hundreds of murals. So
wow. Now, how did you transition from art murals now into doing costumes? Because you also work with the theater department, designing costumes. How did you get into doing that? And do you do set design as well?
Yeah, so that's actually how it happened.
Okay.
When I first started, I was doing the painting, the set scene painting. And this was a while ago. The director had wasn't quite happy maybe with the costumer that was working with him at the time. This was when I first started teaching. And he said, "You want to learn how to do this? Are you interested in it?" And I was like, all right, sure, I'll learn how to do it. And my first show had something like 250 costumes.
Oh my gosh.
Something insane. Like, it was Little Me. My first show was Little Me. And so after that, I continued with the set painting, but then I would also do the costumes. And it grew when we did Beauty and the Beast.
Oh gosh.
I did the prosthetics and the makeup for the Beast.
Right.
So I learned how to do all that and how to do the special effects makeup for that. So then every year it just kind of grew where I would take on another job.
Right. I totally get it, because I have I've morphed into so many different careers just off of one thing. Oh yeah. I'm supposed to be acting, but I'm doing wigs and I'm doing makeup and face painting, and I'm like, okay, how did I get here?
I did some face painting for a while, but I don't do that so much now because it's okay, but I don't know my way around it like you guys do. I always said to you, I need to take lessons from you on that.
Okay, maybe we can exchange some skills there. Exchange some skills, because I would love to learn sculpting. So
Oh, it's so much fun.
Yes, definitely. Okay, so now tell us about I see some of your artwork behind you there.
Yes,
So,
I placed it so that I would have a backdrop.
I love it. Like shameless plug. Let me put my work back here. Let me put my work back here.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's one of my. This is the last piece I just did. And this one, I love this one. This one's another one.
Wow.
I like that T that has your colors in it. I see.
Yeah.
And I know T loves trees.
Is that for sale?
This is the first one that started it all. That one right there.
Oh wow.
That one's called the calm. The calm before the storm. And then this is the storm. This one.
Nice.
So, and then they just kind of move on from that. And then I just recently did a show in New York City called Single Fare, and I painted these like Metro cards.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but they're on Metro cards. Yeah.
So cool.
Oh, wow.
I had a bunch of these in that show, and that was by the Highline Stages. By the
Right.
Highline.
Yes.
Yeah. So these were super fun to do. These were really fun to paint.
Oh, that is really cool.
Like micro paintings.
Yes. And what did you use acrylics on those?
I just used acrylics and then I varnished over them. I put an acrylic varnish over them. But it was really, really fun. And I just, actually these I like to touch. Like you have to be able to kind of feel them because they're so textural. But I'll probably frame these up and sell them separately.
Yeah. So now now you did a show. When you do your shows, are you selling at your shows or
what? It depends on the show. I had those two pieces over here. They were at the Dakin Gallery at the art school at Old Church. They have the Dakin Gallery. And they were for sale. They didn't sell, but they were for sale. And these pieces were for sale too, but it was a bit different because these were for sale for $100 each.
Oh, okay.
So that was for a fundraiser for the arts in New York City. So it was a little bit different.
But to hang on to those because they are done on Metro cards. And it's amazing how something can just, somebody will be like $100 or whatever later on. But something like that will become a collector's item. And hopefully it'll happen before you die, because unfortunately a lot of artists, their work doesn't really get, come into discovery until they're gone. So we hope that.
And you know what? It's funny because a lot of people say that this work could be done as prints. Like I could create, prints of it and whatnot. So I might explore that avenue as well. Right.
So now talk a little bit about, for anyone who might be watching, who I know some of our viewers are face painters, but they also do acrylic paintings and different things. And maybe it's never occurred to them to exhibit their work and all of that. Can you talk a little bit about the journey into putting your work, getting your work with a museum or something like that to be exhibited and then potentially selling your work?
It's all about networking and always keeping your eyes open for different opportunities.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of different shows out there that you can get involved in if you just kind of look into, different places. For example, I found out about the New York show on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, because I follow a lot of artists.
Okay.
So just kind of keeping your finger on the pulse of the city and what's going on, and wherever you live near. But also talking to people, curators and galleries, and finding out how do they choose their artists? What is the process? I'm a finalist right now in a magazine that my art might get put into an art magazine, but it's based out in Germany. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen with that.
All right. Next year be an international art.
Trying. Well, I do have some of my artwork that's sold in England.
All right. So she is international, you guys. There you go.
So it's really about just don't be afraid to put yourself out there and to network and talk to people about, how do they curate their shows and how can you get into them.
Okay. Did you have a question, T?
Oh, no, I'm listening.
Oh, okay. All right. Joyce said that she loved, she said, awesome. She loved it, the little Metro cards that you showed. That is such a good idea. That's so awesome. Now, Have you always been confident about your work, or do you ever second guess your work, or do you ever struggle with your confidence when it comes to your work?
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a problem. I think a lot of people do. I find that the painting is a process. I have a painting over there that I just started actually, where I'm trying to move away from the trees and try something different. And so I started this dream catcher thing, and right away I was like, ooh, I don't know if that's so great. Like, I'm not so sure.
Mhm.
I always tell people that, you could make 100 works of art and one or two of them would be like amazing, wonderful pieces,
Mhm.
because but try not to get too down on like down on yourself about it, because it's not about every single work being perfect. Like,
Right.
with these cards, for example, I did like 12 of them and I don't like half of them or more.
Mm.
Like,
Okay.
I mean, not that I don't like them, but like, I'm not too thrilled about that one. Like, I think I pulled apart that maybe this one, 3 of them are my favorite.
Mhm.
So you're always going to have those doubts. Well, not always. we try not to
Right, right.
about our work, but if they creep in, they
Mhm.
creep in.
It does.
I feel that the most important thing is that when you do feel like you're not quite where you want to be and you haven't quite gotten the result that you wanted, that you don't just give up, that you use it as a learning experience,
Mhm.
and then build on it. And half of the paintings that I've done that weren't going so well in the beginning of the painting, I just kind of stepped away from it and then went back to it later. And like, even this one behind me right here, this
Mhm.
one drove me nuts. And then finally I added this red in the background, and then I loved it after that.
Okay.
So, I do struggle with that as well sometimes, but
Okay.
push
Uh,
on through. Push on through.
Yes, push on through. Somebody, I think there was someone, I don't know if it was Marcella or someone that said, or maybe it was Mark Reed, that said, like, when you paint something and it seems like it's not going just right, just don't erase it, just keep going. And when you step away from it, then you'll see what it has
Yep.
become. So that's something to keep in mind. Joyce asked the question. She's in our Zoom room here. She said she sees that you have a theme of trees
Yeah.
throughout this set of paintings. Why trees?
So when I was doing my Master's of Fine Art in England, I started to explore trees as almost a metaphor for humans. So the tops of the trees, like those areas, they became like veins. And so I don't paint trees from photographs of trees. They're more from my imagination. And
Okay.
so they become like muscles, and it's almost just like a parallel to a human figure without drawing a human figure.
Mhm.
I don't really draw human figures. That's never been my strong point.
Mhm.
But trees were always something that I always loved the image of, and the delicacy of the branches. And so when I was doing my Master's of Fine Art, I started doing it as if it was veins. And
Mhm.
so that's how it kind of grew. And
Mhm.
then this most recent set of work is almost like a painted diary of the last couple years of my life, basically. And
Okay.
so I use the tree as a metaphor for myself, kind of.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just a vehicle that I really like to portray. And
Oh,
for example, like, I like to get into, wait, where is it? I like to get into all like, wait, this stuff here, like all the details and stuff. So it becomes more like muscles than like bark.
okay.
Yeah.
So cool.
Do you find that painting is therapeutic for you?
Yes. Very,
Okay.
very, very, very therapeutic. Yeah.
Now, who inspires you as an artist?
Originally, I was really into the Impressionists,
Okay.
like Monet and Cezanne, well, and Post-Impressionists. And I also love Michelangelo.
Okay.
Even though he's a Renaissance sculptor,
Mhm.
I used to read all about Michelangelo, and just it was he was tortured as an artist. And
Mhm.
so I always found that he found a way to get the money that he needed for the work that he wanted to do by doing the work that he didn't want to do.
Ah.
I always found that to be really interesting back in the Renaissance time, because he never wanted to paint the Sistine Chapel, but he wanted to create the David. So different artists inspire me for different reasons. But yeah, I mean, Impressionistic style was always where I started, because it's looser. I like looser styles.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. What is your what is your dream painting, or what's your dream thing to do with your art?
Well, right now I don't really dream big enough these days.
Okay.
That's a good question, actually. I should think about that. Right now, my main focus is having enough time to create the larger pieces, because the larger pieces take a bit more time to finish. So I'd like to, I have 4 big ones now, but I'd like to finish this series off with maybe 8 or 10 and get that shown, to kind of tell a story. But it's work in progress, so it's going to be a little while before before they're finished. But right now, I guess that's what it is. Yeah, I'll have to think about that more.
So now, if someone were interested in getting into acrylic painting, what suggestion would you have for them on how to get started?
Well, you could start very simply. Because you can get good supplies anywhere now, especially at craft stores. But I actually have become really partial to golden acrylic paints.
Okay.
Because they also have a nice thin paint. Back in the day, back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day, like she 900 years old. Go ahead, girl.
Back in the 90s. No, I would use these little craft paints, but because I was so broke.
Wait a minute. You sound like people when they start out face painting and they get the poster board paint on the kids or the craft.
Yeah. And they use anything you can to yeah. So you can do that if you just want to try. But and I like the viscosity. It's nice and liquid, those paints. But I found really wonderful acrylics called golden acrylics, and you can actually get them in a liquid form as well as in the tube. And they have a nice fluidity to them, so it makes it easier to start. And I would go right to canvas. Canvas boards are okay, but they're a little tough to work with. And drawing. Learning how to draw is very important as a painter, because it allows you to plan things out well and to better visualize and conceptualize your images. So I think drawing is not focused on a lot when you're painting, but if you could start with that, that's a good place as well.
Right.
And get some good brushes.
Okay. Yes.
Don't skimp out on the brushes.
That sounds very familiar.
Yeah, because as you know, with anything, with the face painting, with anything, if your tools stink, it's not going to be good.
It definitely will impact the outcome for sure.
Yeah, and you can keep your brushes forever. If you take care of them for years and years and years. So, trying to get some guidance is good. If you take a class that, you get the basics. Primed canvases are good to start with, so you don't have to be stretching and priming your own canvas as a beginner.
Oh, okay. So you can buy canvases that are already primed.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. And they're actually really good quality now.
Okay.
They used to not be. They used to be kind of plasticky, but they've come a long way now because a lot of people are moving towards that, for ease and convenience.
Right.
And you can get huge. These are all pre-stretched and pre-primed. Because with acrylics, it's different. Oils are a natural mineral with an oil substance, whereas acrylics are plastic. So the pop artists really created acrylics because they wanted colors that were really smooth and didn't show a lot of brush strokes. So the pop artists created acrylic. The word acrylic means plastic. So it's, you know, it's the very, you can use it on anything. Basically, you can pretty much be in anything with it. That's the beauty of it.
All right. Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, you guys, you're tuned into Beauty, Body, and Art After Dark. We're talking to the very lovely and talented Miss Donna Dolby, artist, award-winning costume designer. How does that feel to hear that, award-winning costume designer?
It's awesome. It is really, it was a great night. It was a great night.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. We had,
and I was so proud of the girls.
Yes.
You know, my costume crew is a real family, and I created it that way on purpose because I wanted them to be able to do it without me at some, you know, like, and as a teacher, you always want to pass your skills on to your kids so that they can, you know, go out there and do their thing and be successful. And I was so blessed to have the most amazing crew on that show. So it was great to get the, you know, the acknowledgement for that.
Awesome. Another question from the chat room. Have you named your pieces or have you named your series, and do you do that?
I do. This is actually called the Trees of Life series.
Okay.
And the first one is the calm, and the second one is the storm. And so you can kind of tell what my life was like. The third one and the fourth one I haven't named yet because I can't decide what they should be.
Okay.
Because this one's almost kind of sad. Like, not that one. The purple one, it was from a more like, I don't know, just trying to survive kind of time of life. And then this one is more trying to remember who I am through it all. So I haven't decided on names for those yet, but I do like to name the work. But this is called the Trees of Life series. Not very creative, but
right. Now you said something very important, and that was trying to remember who you are and trying to just stay focused on who you are.
Yeah.
How important is that as it relates to building relationships in your family, intimate relationships and all of those things, to stay focused on who you are in your gifts and your skills?
That's an excellent question. I think it's extremely easy well, I can only speak for myself, but it's very easy for me to forget those things. You know that life can throw some things at you that are not great.
Right.
And it's very, very easy for us to get caught up in that and lose. Like, what I found was I was losing my identity of who I was as an artist.
And what makes you happy, probably, too.
And what makes me happy, exactly. So, you know, I like to think that I am a pretty happy person most of the time, you know? So just coming back into being present in my relationships with people, and, you know, and with my family, and just my daughter. I have a 5-year-old daughter who is gorgeous.
Yes. Right.
So focusing on her and her gifts, and, you know, getting out of my own head and out of myself. So, and, you know, people are always saying, do you know that you have talent? Do you know that you have this ability? Blah, blah, blah. And I don't think of myself as, you know, I look at art in general as an expressive thing, a therapeutic movement. It's something that I could bring to others and make others happy. You know, I try to use my art as gifts a lot for others because I know it makes them happy. So, you know, things like that, just trying to focus on others and not be so in my own head all the time.
Right. Now you mentioned you have a daughter, and I know your daughter,
Maya Marie.
Maya Marie, who was also in the show. Cute little girl in the show. So now having a daughter, and you got paints and canvases, and you're working on your projects.
Yep.
How do you keep that under wraps so that you don't come into the room one day and she has changed the tree of life into Frozen or something?
Well, I have to tell you, that is great. She has been painting with me since she was 6 months old. Since she stood up. So we have this thing where when I know that I want to work on a painting, my easel is my wall. I just hang the painting on the wall. That's another thing. If you don't have a lot of space, you just use your wall.
Okay.
Put a nail on the wall and put your canvas up there, and then that becomes your easel.
Okay.
You know, for people, I'm only in an apartment right now, so I don't, you know, have a studio or anything like that. So my daughter will come in and I'll set her up with her little table easel and all of her art stuff. And then I'll be on the wall painting my paintings and we just kind of have art time together. And she knows not to mess with the big paintings and, you know, not touch all of that stuff because I give her her own you know, avenue of expression for herself. So she feels ownership over that, and she's very good.
Okay.
You know, yeah, for a 5-year-old.
Awesome. Well, you're training her up young, and you're giving her a passion at an early age. So one of these days, she may be sitting at an interview saying, "I've been painting for as long as I can remember." You know, so that's an awesome thing. Okay, you guys. So you've been tuning in, listening to Miss Donna Dolby. If you have a question or comment, I'm going to open up the floor so you can live ask your questions. So raise your hand and I will unmute your microphone if you want to ask a question or make a comment, or let us know if you also do acrylics or anything like that, and share. So don't be shy, you guys. Open up. I'm sure she wants to hear from you. You have questions, comments, anything. Come on. Let's hear what you got to say. And I see Steve.
I want to know about that purple tree. A purple is my thing. That's just the heartbeat. That's I love purple. Anything purple. Now, is that for sale?
Yeah, it is actually.
We don't have to talk.
Okay.
I love the vibe of it, the flow of the tree. I mean, I love your detail work.
Thanks.
I'm a lifetime artist. I studied commercial and graphic design for a few years in college, and I wanted to be a graphic designer. I love graphic art, and it's just, I mean, I just love your flow. It's so cool in those cards, girl. You on something with those cards?
Yeah.
I ask you, were they print? Because there's a company that will take your artwork and put it on anything, clothing, shoes, anything. You need to go, because those trees are just magnificent, beautiful.
It's
beautiful
so funny.
one.
I actually put it on a pillow. I tried. I didn't print it though. I laid it all out, and I was like, this could work. But
I tell people all the time, I said, look, you can paint on literally anything and sell it, and people will buy it, because it's just, art is so expressive. Like you said, it is completely 100% expressive. And I love how I love what you were saying about your daughter, just having her little spot to do her art. That is so cool. Now, with your kids at school, what grade do you teach?
I teach all freshman through senior year.
Oh, okay. Cool.
No, it's high school. It's high school.
It's high school.
Okay.
No, I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. It's
Let me tell you, I love my high school art teacher. He was just the absolute best, and I guarantee you're definitely impacting somebody. Yes. Art teachers are just the best because they're so open and receptive. You talk like that. You talk in the same frame. Yeah. So I'm like, you one of them. So let me tell you, honey, nothing. It's just awesome. You should never be down about anything, because, oh my gosh, the inspiration I'm sure that you pour into those kids is just phenomenal. I'm just glad to meet you, because I've been looking at your artwork. Y'all go to her page.
Oh, thanks.
Donna Marie Art Design. Y'all go check out. She's on Instagram. She's on Facebook. Check her work out. She's magnificent.
Awesome, awesome. So now, you mentioned something, and I forgot to talk about that. So you also do logos and
Oh yeah.
helping businesses brand. Can you talk a little bit
Yeah.
about that?
That actually started with one of my friends. One of my friends was is a wonderful personal trainer,
Mm-hmm.
and he needed his business branded. He wanted, he wanted a logo and everything. And being an art, being an art teacher, actually, I learned how to use Photoshop and Illustrator from being an art teacher, not
Okay.
from college or anything like that.
Okay.
I picked it up as I went. And so I said, sure, I'll help you out with that. And then one thing led to another, and I started doing logos, custom logos. Now I'm actually doing all of the graphic design for a local food store.
Nice.
And yeah, helping people with their websites. I have a twin sister.
You do?
Wow, it's two of you.
What does she? Is she into art as well?
No, she's the business side of the brain. Like she's the marketing side. Yeah, I always go to her when when I need like that logical advice on things, things like that. But she actually has a company doing websites for small businesses. So we were working together. So, if she needs graphic design, business cards, brochures, things like that, I'll do all that layout for her. Mm-hmm. And then she does content, and then she taught me how to do the websites. So we kind of work together a lot now on the graphic stuff, which is great for both of us. Mm-hmm. So we still keep our I rebranded as Donna Marie Art and Design because I don't actually want to be associated with a last name anymore.
I hear you, girl.
Be Donna Marie.
Okay, all right. You guys, we're talking to Donna Marie today. I hear you, girl. It goes back to finding who you are and identifying who you are and remembering who you are.
Yeah, and that's who I am.
Donna Marie, baby, don't forget it. Remember that. That's what you need to remember.
So, yeah. But
we need to have your sister on the show talking about websites and all of that. I'm sure we'll have a ton of questions and everything.
She's great for marketing. She is excellent with marketing. Excellent. Oh. Like she comes at it from a different point of view. Artists have a different way of looking at things.
Yes.
So, so sometimes we don't necessarily come at it from a marketing point of view. Mm-hmm. So she helps me a lot with that. She's always like, tweak this, change that, do that. So it's helpful. It's very helpful.
Now, is she in Jersey also?
Yeah, she's only 15 minutes away from me.
Oh, girl, I'm gonna be calling you then. We need to talk. I need to talk to Team Donna Marie.
Her name is Christine Marie. She's Christine Marie.
What? Okay, I need to talk to Christine Marie and Donna Marie. Let's talk. I need to
have the same middle name.
My sister's got, and then I named Maya Marie. That's the only thing. I figured if men can name 12 generations the same first name, then we can all have the same middle name.
Oh, wait, that's true because I have two uncles who are brothers. They grew up in the same house named John. Okay. Two uncles named John. So we call them Big John and Little John. So yeah.
Wow.
Marie is a special name to our family. So.
Oh. Come here, Marie. So if they just break out and say Marie, then everybody just comes running. We don't know who it is.
Well, Italian. We're Italian. We're from Italy. Okay. My father came over when he was 20, and everyone was Maria.
Okay.
So both of my grandmothers were Maria, and all different ways of saying Mary. And so,
right. Got it.
It's fun.
So no one has questions in the Zoom room? You guys, are you being shy? What's going on? All right. You guys, we're talking. Oh, I see a hand up. Hey, Steve, how are you, darling? All the way in Guyana. What's going on? What's going on?
You're good. I heard you talked something. You mentioned something about cosplay.
Did you say anything about cosplay?
About what?
Did you say something about cosplay?
Cosplay? Oh no, costuming.
Costuming, Steve. You got in too late. But it's still costuming can still relate to your question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you do costume?
Yes.
What was that?
So she makes costume as well?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, what I wanted to know is have you ever worked with wire block?
No.
No? Because I see a lot of people doing cosplay with wire block.
I'll look into it.
Yeah. I just wanted to know how available it is over there. Because recently I started experimenting with foam, the heat, the Ever foam or Eva foam.
EVA foam. Mm-hmm.
Gun, and I made for Halloween. I did Wonder Woman corset for a client.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on my page. I posted it there, and that was the first time I worked with the heat gun and the Eva foam. But I don't think I got the actual Eva foam that they use over there. What I use is the craft foam. Did you get those very thin foam? Yeah. And I use the heat gun and I double it and so on. But I was interested in knowing if you did use wire block.
Yes, no, I haven't, but it's something to look into for sure. I have used foam for things as well in the past when creating different large objects that we wanted to be light. Mm-hmm. But yeah, wire block, no, I haven't.
See, now we're gonna go all research that because I'm like, I've never that either.
I'm like, what is that?
Okay.
Yeah, it seems to be very popular with the people that do cosplay. They do a lot for the armor. So I've never. I'll probably look for it when I get there to see, how it works and so on. But it seems to be popular. Everybody seems to be using it to do armors and so on in those for their cosplay.
Yeah, I haven't had to do much of that sort of thing for the shows I've done. So, yeah, maybe if I had a need for it, I would have probably learned about it. But it's interesting, though. Wonderful.
Thank you, Steve. All right. Anybody else have a question or comment for our wonderful guest, Donna Marie? We're talking to her, and if you real quick tell people how they can get in touch with her. No, T just mentioned some things, but go ahead and tell again people how they can get in touch with you, how they can follow you, how they can commission you to do works, do their murals or any works that they might be interested in.
Yeah,
purchase some of those paintings.
Oh, yes, or if anyone's interested in any of these as well, I have DonnaMarieArt.com. It's DonnaMarieArt.com. On Instagram, I am Donna Marie Art and Design. And you could also email me. Well, I mean, everything's on my website. All of my contact information's on my website. But you can email me, DonnaDolby1@gmail.com as well.
All right.
Yeah.
You do face painting. Is that correct?
I did put face painting on there. I haven't been doing as much of it lately. But I do dabble in face painting. I've done quite a bit of face painting. I just have done it on a more amateur level,
Okay.
Except for the theatrical face painting, that's different. Mm-hmm. I do makeup for shows.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't do much like private parties?
I used to do a lot more private parties. Lately I haven't been doing as many. Mm-hmm. Just because I've mostly been focusing on the painting and things like that. So yeah.
That's time consuming. I understand.
Yeah.
It's time consuming, and for me, I mean, I always look at you guys and how you could do something so amazing so quick. And it takes me a little longer. So, I have to get a little better.
Yeah. But oh my gosh, you have your hands full because also with your art and then working on the shows, because the shows take up a lot of time when you're working on a production. And
yeah, I just did 2 back to back.
Wow.
I just did the dining room at Ridgewood High School, and then Our Town immediately, almost at the same time.
Right. They overlap.
They overlap. And as you know, it's
It's
tough.
very time consuming.
And then show this past week was show. I think that's why I got sick today, because show week I'm up all hours.
Oh yeah, because it's well, you go into tech is a beast all by itself.
Oh yeah,
tech week. And then when you go into show week, that's just a whole nother.
Well, the dress rehearsals and the performances. We had 4 sold out performances.
Awesome. Congratulations.
It was great. The kids did wonderful work. But it was a lot, so it takes up a lot of time. So, I usually try to focus on that and then and then I do the graphic design at the same time. So it's just a whole bunch of different layers. And of course, I'm a teacher. That's my number one thing is being a high school art teacher. That's my vocation. So it's crazy. It's a lot. I do a lot of different things.
All right. So Joyce is typing all her questions, and she just asked another question. Thank you, Joyce, because you are asking some great questions. She says that you stated that your school has 5 art teachers. How large is your school?
So we have 2 buildings, and we actually have 7 art teachers in the 2 buildings. But our building right now, we have, I'm trying to think of how many kids it is. I want to say like 12, I don't think it's that many actually. 1250 maybe. Something like just over 1,000 kids. It's not a huge high school, but we have a nice size art program. Last year I taught the AP art as well, sculpture, AP sculpture. So we have a lot of different AP art offerings, AP art history and AP art studio. So I think that also, helps as well. But our building at the Old Japan building is, we have a wonderful art program there. We have one teacher that teaches 3 classes there, and the rest are all full-time. And then she teaches 2 in the other building.
Okay.
And the other building has 2 of her classes and 2 full-time. So
that is awesome to have that many art teachers in one school when there are schools that barely have 1 art teacher. And I know that there are some schools in some areas that have none. And then there are some schools that I forgot what I was going to say. They have 1 teacher or no art teacher, or that the teachers are flip-flopping between teaching art and then doing something else.
We have some very dedicated professionals at our school. We're always trying to find new and exciting ways to get the kids involved. We do a lot of community involvement. We have a huge art show at the end of the year. It's massive, like 2,000 works of art.
Wow.
In this art show. Yeah, we had someone count it one year. We had someone and it's a wonderful community event. The parents come. We have music, our musicians play. So that's also something nice as well.
Right.
Yeah. So it's not a huge school, but we just have I think art really is appreciated. So we're very, very lucky. I know every day how lucky I am.
Yeah.
I grew up in Patterson, so it's a whole different story in other places. So.
She also asked another question. She said, art is what we consider an elective course. How do you keep your students engaged?
Yeah, well, we have a lot of fun. It is an elective course for us as well. And we're always trying to sell our courses and get the kids to take them, because that's just the way it is with art. And music and any elective, you have to be able to show the intrinsic value in it to the kids so that they understand that, this is something that I would benefit from. But at the same time, we also try to keep it fun. And we try to build relationships with our students so they know that they're in a place that is safe and welcoming and, someplace where they can be themselves.
Right.
And I think that with no judgment. And I think that helps a lot is our relationships with the kids and mentoring them. So
okay, yeah. Awesome. I want to thank you, Joyce, for a great question. Okay, Chandra has her hand up. Hey, Chandra, how are you?
Good. I just wanted to ask, she has such a upbeat spirit. How do you keep yourself healthy? You know what I mean? It's a mental health, right? To stay healthy. How do you maintain that? You have a daughter, you're a teacher, you're an artist in so many different venues. How do you stay healthy? What do you do to bring yourself down and stay good?
That is a great question. That is something I'm still working on. I try to take a minute just to reflect on things. I've actually started, one of my friends suggested that I start making a list of 1,000 things that I'm grateful for.
Oh.
And I said, how is this possible to make a list of 1,000 things? And it was like, you're not thinking small enough. So I try to step back, and now I've been putting into practice every day thinking about things that I'm grateful for, even if there's something small. Like right now, I'm very grateful that I was able to come and do the show, because all day I was sick. And I knew that if I rested, like I'm the kind of person where I do get run down, not that often, but if I allow myself to rest and quiet down, I heal quickly. So it's all about not, being okay with taking a minute to rest and take care of yourself,
Right.
Yeah, just pulling back the energy, because I do have a lot of energy. I do.
Yes, absolutely.
You have to.
Thank you.
5-year-old.
Thank you, Chandra. That was a great question. I want to
you.
give a shout out to everybody on the check-in on the Facebook Live. Chandra Brown, Calvin Perry. Hey, Erica was there, but now she's in the room with us. Hey, Erica. Amin Taplin. Amen. I'm sorry, that's my cousin. Amen. I should know how to pronounce her name. DJ T-Mix, Melissa Negi. Steve is now in the room with us. Diana Anna, Pia Vander Street. I always like to acknowledge the people who tune in. I like that, 1,000 things to be thankful for. So that's my way of being thankful, is to shout out the people who take a moment to watch our videos, to share this video. Tell somebody about the video. Tell somebody about the show. Hey, you Lisa, how are you in Atlanta? Hey, Zuri J, what's up? Why aren't you in the Zoom room with us, Zuri? Come on in the room. Yes, is there anybody that you would like to give a shout out to, or anybody that you would like to acknowledge, thank, anything like that before we let you get out of here?
I would, oh my gosh, there's too many people that, that I would want to acknowledge. But my family has been with me through everything. My sister, my twin sister, Christine, and my mom.
We can't wait to meet T. Write that down. We need to talk to her twin sister.
Yeah. Oh, she is. If you get us both together at the same time, it's. I saw her log on before, but I don't know if she managed to watch or not. She said she was going to be watching.
Oh gosh. We'll have to do that. We're going to have her on, and then we're going to have a moment where we have both of you on at the same time and see what this does for us.
Oh my gosh. It's a twin thing. We always say it's a twin thing. It's a twin. But yeah, my mom and my sister and my colleagues at work who've been so supportive, and just everyone. Susan Van Buskirk. I don't know if y'all.
Hey, Susan.
But Susan is the director at our school, and she's given me some real great stuff to sink my teeth into creatively.
She's awesome.
So yeah, just everyone in my life who's been there, I thank and I'm grateful for.
All right. And is there anything that we haven't covered that you were like, oh, I wish they would have asked me about this, or anything that you want to talk about?
Well, no, I wanted to talk about the paintings and the cards and the costumes. And then we got to talking about the graphic design and the teaching.
You do so much. It's awesome. I love it. I absolutely love it.
I have my creative fingers in all different stuff, right?
Hey, a lot of us do. And actually, I think it's a good thing, because number one, it keeps you from becoming stagnant. And that's not to say that everybody has to have their fingers in so many things. No. In so many things. There are some people who are predestined to do more than one thing. And then there are people who are, that's their thing. They can only do one thing, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't hate on us that do 10 things, okay? Because some people are like, ooh, they do too much. No, maybe you're not doing enough. How about that?
Everyone's always like, why are you doing so much? You're always doing something.
Honey, let me tell you something.
People have to stay busy.
Yes, I'm like that. I need to stay busy. I have to. And I think, Donna, you're the same way. I think that, I think you'd probably be like me. You'd be depressed if you weren't doing something.
Yeah. And I like to be around people too.
Yes.
You know? Yeah. I recharge around people.
Yes.
So.
And I'm sure the kids keep you recharged, because I see the energy when you work with the kids and how you work so well with the kids.
There's a lot of love. There's a lot of love with my students. I love my students. I always say my students save my life on a daily basis. They're full of energy and spirit and just love. It's great.
Definitely. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much. We definitely appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule, because I know you got a lot going on. This was time actually perfect with the show ending, because I know you would have been like, Dee, I don't have time for you right now. Because it's like, yes. But
that's why I felt bad it took so long to get on, but the shows were nuts.
But you know what? It worked out great, and you have been absolutely amazing. Okay, guys, it's your last chance. If you guys have a question or comment, you speak now or forever hold your peace. Anybody? Raise your hand. Oh, Steve got his hand up again. There he is. Okay. Go ahead, Steve.
I earlier she mentioned AP art. I wasn't too sure what is that. What is it?
That's advanced placement art. It's a college level art course that we offer in the high school.
Oh.
And it's run through the college board. So it's like a regulated course where you have to cover a certain amount of topics, and then the kids submit a portfolio at the end of the year, and they can get college credit for the class.
Okay, awesome. Now, do you ever have any kids who, after working with you, that maybe came into it reluctantly, but then discovered that they had a passion for art and then decided to go and major in art?
Yeah, we have that all the time, because maybe that was what I would have mentioned. In high school, especially, they doubt themselves all the time. So they come in naturally thinking that they can't do it. So I try to show them right away that they can be successful, and give them a lot of that positive reinforcement. But once they find that they can be successful and that they can, and that they do have talent, a lot of them go on. And I think that's another reason why we have so many art teachers, because they do go on, and many come to me and say, you know, I'm working on my portfolio for college. I'm working on, my majoring in the arts. And so it's always exciting to see that journey from, from the beginning, when they don't think they can do it, and then realizing that they really can. They really have a talent.
Awesome. Now, I do have one more question that I thought about just when you were talking just then, and I had thought of it earlier. But what message would you give to parents who see that their children are, because a lot of kids, they start out early. Some of them start really young with drawing, and you see they have skills. But I had a parent recently say to me that they discouraged their child, and now they regret it. Like, they would start critiquing them too much, and then the kids started overthinking it, and now they won't even pick up a pen or brush or anything. So what advice would you have for parents about encouraging their kids, and also not giving the message of, you can't make a living as an artist?
Right. Well, you can. That's the thing. And you just have to find out what you're, in terms of that, they just have to find out what their niche is and what their interest is. But now more than ever, you can make a living as an artist. But as a parent, when your child shows an interest in the arts, I mean, as a parent myself, it's so important to not be overcritical, because it does. A lot of them tell me stories of art teachers in elementary level, or when they were younger, who said, oh no, you have to do it like this, or you have to do it like that. It's important to say, okay, this is how you use oil pastels. Now, go. Explore, experiment. Let them find their own voice. I am a believer that at a certain age, maybe, closer to 9, 10, 11, that old, you want them to start learning more of the fundamentals and the technique and all of that. But as a child, really, they just need to learn how to express themselves. And it's more about mark making and experimenting with media and, and feeling successful and having fun with color, know? So definitely allow your children to feel successful and to have fun with it, because then later on, when they do start learning the techniques and they do start getting into it, they're going to be so much more inclined to practice and take corrective critique. Because there's a difference between criticism and a corrective critique.
Awesome.
And in my classes, every single project ends with a critique. But it's a very accepting, like, it's not where we put people down and say how bad something is. It's more like, oh, this is working great. Now I love the way you use color, line, shape, all of that stuff, but maybe you could try this, or maybe you could tweak that. And being the kind of person who can take that, and instead of getting insulted and giving up, saying, oh, yeah, maybe I can change it, or maybe I can tweak it. And obviously that's on the high school level. But as a child, you want to get them used to, feeling safe and feeling like they can express themselves without worrying about, harsh judgment or anything like that. Yeah. And then they'll find their voice. They really will.
Awesome. You have just been absolutely amazing. Great information. Tell your sister tell the other half of you that we're going to be reaching out to her, because we definitely want to talk to her and see if we hear the same voice and everything.
You will.
Yes. And thank you so much. And we wish you continued success. Please be sure to let us know when the series is finished.
I will.
I'd love to have you share it in the group.
That'd be great.
To see where it goes. And of course, if you have a showing or anything like that, please let us know, because some of us are in the area and we would love to come out and support you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. All right, you guys, you have been tuned into Beauty, Body, and Art After Dark. We've been talking to the fabulously talented Donna Marie. Joy says she enjoyed the show, and hopefully some of you have been inspired to pick up your paintbrushes for another medium. So look, T already has hers picked up. Yep. Oh wait, I have one more question, Donna. Do you ever do paint and sips, and do people ever contact you for that?
Yeah, people could contact me for a paint and sip party, definitely.
Okay. All right. Hey,
I'll come to the house or wherever you want.
All right, guys. She said
kids' birthdays too, for paintings, like doing painting for kids' birthday parties. Yep.
Oh, nice. Okay. So if you want to incorporate that into your child's birthday experience, contact Donna Marie.
We'll do a nice painting together.
Awesome. You guys, this has been absolutely amazing. Wait, do we have another comment? What did she say? Oh, she said she enjoyed the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was awesome. Joyce, you asked some awesome questions too, girl. That was really, really cool. I love it. All right, you guys. And you don't have to go yet, because we're going to do a Paint Me Quick. I don't know if you have time to hang out with us, but if you do, we'd love to have you on the Paint Me Quick challenge, which is always a lot of fun. So grab you a paintbrush, a pencil, a marker, some tools, a brush, something while we get ready for that. But in the meantime, let's get ready for T's Motivational Moments.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We have definitely been enjoying Miss Donna Dolby. We thank you so much. My motivational moment for you guys tonight is, it doesn't matter what's been written in your story so far. It's how you fill up the rest of the pages that counts. The smallest step in the right direction can turn out to be the biggest step of your life and can change it for all the better. So don't be afraid to make that step. Don't be afraid to make that change. You were given this life because you are strong enough to live it. So do you be happy and have great success doing it. So don't sweat the small stuff. Just enjoy it, live it, take it, because you are strong enough to live it and be successful at it. So hope y'all enjoyed this motivational moment. Hope you are motivated to move. Be motivated to move. See y'all next week. Thank you, Dee.
All right. Be motivated to move. I love it. I love it. All right, you guys. Are you guys ready for it's time for the Paint Me Quick challenge. It's time for the Paint Me Quick challenge. It's time for the Paint Me Quick challenge. Don't y'all love how I just made up my own song for that?
You did.
So you guys get your brush. I gotta get somebody to put some music to that for me. So you guys get your brushes out and let's get ready to paint. So here's how it goes. With the Paint Me Quick challenge, T has a little magic box and she's going to pull something out of the box, and whatever she pulls out of the box, we have, what are we doing, 3 minutes or 5 minutes? We're doing 3 minutes. 3 minutes. You have 3 minutes to paint.
You know what it is.
Yeah. Let's see what it is first. 3 minutes or 5 minutes. And you can paint on your skin. My skin is all covered up with glittery stuff. Look at that, Chandra. I did it with the glitter henna design.
Oh, nice.
Hey. Okay. So you can paint with you can paint on your skin, you can paint on your own face, you can paint on paper, which I will be painting on. My new way to paint is on this brown paper because I love it. You can paint on somebody, you can paint on your leg, you can paint on your arm. Just get it done. And you can use pencil, paper, paints, whatever floats your boat. Just get it done in the time allotted. All right, T, you ready? You ready? You ready? Show us what you're working with. Okay, let's see what the first design is going to be.
Now, I have seen this. But this is what it's called, so y'all tell me.
What?
A flutter bee.
Flutterby.
Flutterby.
Normally, it's flowers with the butterfly. You know, but like you do the butterfly wings, but instead of the body, you use the flower as the body. And then you know, have your little flowers here, your little flowers there.
Okay. Chandra said, oh, no.
That's what I've seen. That's
All
what
right.
it's called.
Okay, a flutterby. Okay, ready?
Butterfly.
Flutterby. What's up, Erica? All right, ready? And, oh, wait, I didn't set the timer. Y'all can.
We got 3 or 5 minutes on this one.
Oh, 5. 5 minutes. It already started. Paint a flutterby. Hey, I hit the timer. Timer has been hit.
I mean, it's over.
No, 5 minutes starts.
Butterfly bee. I've never done that.
What is it called when it's like the cat and the butterfly?
Oh yeah, I seen that.
Like a morph?
I thought that was the flutter bee. I don't know.
Hey, if that's let's do it. Let's do that. You still got to make the butterfly wings to do the cat muzzle.
A flutter bee. That's what I thought.
I've never heard it pronounced, so I honestly don't know.
Never heard of it.
I think it's when you do the cat and the. I don't know. We don't have to.
It's a hybrid.
Exactly.
Mashup.
It's a mashup. I think it's cat and I think it's you do the muzzle.
Yeah, but I mean, why? Oh well, you know what?
Oh my God, I've been out of white.
Does anybody even do a flutter bee?
I know.
Well, you will today.
Something new.
Flutterby.
A flutterby.
Flutterby.
So your interpretation of it's a hybrid butterfly then is what it is. How about that? That's what we're gonna say it is.
Despacito.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see, let me put that.
We gonna make it work, whatever it is.
Yeah, we're gonna make it work. Yeah, how about that? A Flutterbee. Come on through, Flutterbee. Flutterbee. Yeah. Somebody's TV is really loud.
CNN.
I might have to mute you so my stream don't get cut off. Because if they hear all kind of copywritten stuff in the background, they be trying to shut your Facebook down. They do.
They'll do it.
Yes, man. Facebook don't have no love for the streamers.
They want their money.
Mm-hmm.
Can't blame them.
Steve with his mute his CNN. We don't want to hear all that. All right, let's see. You got 59 seconds.
59 seconds.
You got 59 seconds. 59 seconds.
Okay.
Come on. Oh my gosh. Come on. I need to add a flower.
I have absolutely no idea what this is supposed to look like.
For real, this is crazy.
Oh man, my double dips just went to hell.
You gonna learn today.
Today.
All about me.
That sucks.
Okay.
Life is about learning.
And your time is up. Stop painting. Brush it down. Put them brushes down. Put them.
Horrible.
All right. Let's see what y'all got going on. Look, Erica's trying to dry off her board. Chandra, how you doing up there?
I'm saying. What the heck?
Flowers.
All right, Chandra, let's see your Flutterbee.
Can you see it?
Okay.
I don't know. I don't have a clue.
All right. There you go. She's made a butterfly.
That's it. That's all I know.
All right. I'm going to go. There's mine.
There you go.
Okay.
With the morph. Okay.
It's the Flutterbee, I guess. I don't know. We got to research what is
what makes it flutter?
The wings?
Oh.
Fluttering.
Yeah.
A flutter cat. I don't know what it's
Flutter cat, yeah.
It's a flutter cat. Okay, Donna, let's see what you made.
This is totally wrong.
Oh,
Wow.
Pretty.
No fair.
No, that is cute.
Very.
I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
We don't either.
I love that. Go.
I like that. Very pretty.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty.
There you go.
Butterfly.
Love that.
Okay, so it's a cat.
Oh,
Is it a cat or is it? Okay, Steve.
A cat with butterfly eyes, I guess.
There you go.
oh.
All right.
You get the one with the flowers. Butterfly.
Yeah,
Okay,
little
you did
flower
it.
petals. Okay.
Okay. All right, Erica. Let's see what you did.
I only did half face.
Oh, that's a good one.
Nice.
Okay.
See? Yes.
Half
All
face.
See, that's the creativity.
All right, there you go. Anybody else? Did I forget anybody? Okay, remember to take a picture of your design before you
I never
erect it
posted.
Face it.
and post it after she posts in the group. If you would like, for those that's watching, if you would like to join us, you can come to the Zoom room. Be sure to join our group on Facebook, Beauty, Body, and Art After Dark. Join the group and join the fun. All right, T, what's the next one?
Fun.
That was cool.
Wait.
All right, wait, hold on. I got to put you on the big screen.
Wait.
Oh, wait, they're saying wait. Don't show it yet. Don't show it yet. Don't show it.
Wait, just clean the board.
Did you take your picture?
Yes.
Okay. Clean your board. Clean your canvases.
I've been doing a lot of the paper practice ones, Steve. Thank you.
Huh?
That paper that you did last time,
Yeah,
I appreciate you. I
Oh.
like that. It gets me from practicing a lot on that paper instead.
I know. I just bought a whole roll of that paper and I just cut it up. What I've been doing is just cutting it up in little squares to practice on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
I love it. The paint takes really well to it.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of paper is it?
Just brown, that brown roll of brown
Paper, like, see,
craft paper.
Oh.
a lot of practicing on paper.
Oh, nice.
Like the grocery bag paper.
Yes.
Yeah. And you can buy it in the roll to, what are they calling this for?
That's what I need, and that's it. And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah. It's really cool. All right, everybody ready?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Let's see what we got, T. Wolverine. I gotta think about that. Okay, Wolverine. Okay, got it. Wolverine.
We get 5 minutes, right?
5 minutes. 5 minutes. Ready and go.
No.
Wolverine it is.
Wolverine.
How many minutes?
5 minutes.
Okay, I can't find all my colors.
5 minutes. Wolverine.
5 minutes. I'm Wolverine.
That little boy wants Wolverine. That's what he wants done. I need Wolverine. Okay, kid, here you go.
We had a good show today, Dee.
Okay.
I love our teacher so much.
Oh,
I looked up to my old art teacher. She was my favorite, and now we'll never forget her.
I never had an art teacher.
Really? I love my art teacher so
I
much.
never took art.
Oh, wow.
Shout out to Mr. Lusinger. I love him. Terry
You're
Lusinger.
naturally gifted.
Wolverine.
They are the best.
They are very inspiring.
I'm looking like
Oh no, I never did. So
So you're doing good.
I'm learning a lot doing this, and it just goes to show you that with encouragement and practice, some people it comes like really natural, but with practice you can find your passion and grow and do this. I'm loving it. Now I have not practiced with canvas or I have some acrylic paints.
yeah, it's the same as doing the face paint. It's just very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love acrylic paints too, and oil painting. I practiced that at school.
Yeah.
Knock on the door this time of night.
What? Somebody at your door?
Yeah, I said, why are they knocking on my door?
Don't open that door. You're not expecting no company. We're not trying to witness nothing live on camera.
Yeah, be careful.
You say you were not.
Oh, I should have used paper. It's not drying off fast.
Chandra, you were not summoned, so you will not get in here, honey. I'm gonna assume you got the wrong house tonight. You got the wrong house tonight, baby.
Have you guys seen that new cartoon Coco?
Have we seen what?
That new cartoon Coco?
No.
You guys must see it. It's really cool.
The cartoon called Coco?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I don't know that.
Is it the little boy's name?
Yeah. Hello. It's his nickname.
Hey, Suri, what's up?
Hello.
We're doing Wolverine. It's time to jump in.
I gotta go to.
Got a minute and 39 seconds. It's to do Wolverine. Come on through, Wolverine.
Oh, this thing now. Bye.
Oh, this is not good. This thing doesn't dry out fast.
I love it when we're just like, oh my God, it's not coming out good.
Ooh.
Come on through, Wolverine. Ooh, how much time we got? 58 seconds.
Whoa. I don't do Wolverine.
You will now.
I guess so. I don't know what you're supposed to do with him.
It's actually one of the simpler ones, I think.
It
Yeah.
almost looks like a lucha libre mask.
Oh, what?
Did anybody watch Annalise class? That was so good.
No.
Yeah, Anna Lee Rivera. Oh my goodness.
Rose, oh my gosh, she did such an amazing job. Shout out to
I don't
Annalise.
even I don't have Facebook account thing to watch the classes.
You have what?
You have to pay to watch those classes, don't you?
No, when it's free.
Not the free.
Okay, your time is up. Put your brushes down.
There was a free one?
Down.
Man, I didn't know there was a free one.
They do once a month. They do free classes.
Darn it.
On TV. How do you miss that?
I don't know. Not got no clue.
I post them.
All right. Who's ready? Steve, you ready? Go, Wolverine.
Oh, let me see.
Whoa.
Whoa. Nice.
My face, but I haven't shaved.
Yeah, what is all that growing on your face there, dude? What is all that? You trying to get ready for Christmas?
For 2 weeks.
You gonna be Santa Claus? All right, Erica, you're up, honey.
That would be perfect for Wolverine.
Oh, cute. Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
All right. Chandra.
Hi, Sandra.
What's that?
Good.
Hey. That's a short version.
All right, there you go.
There you go.
Nice.
I don't even do Zuri. I don't even know what that. Hey,
Hi.
That's fine.
okay.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it goes around. Oh.
I don't think I was supposed to do those points, but it would have been better.
That's cool. I like that. What you did.
Some of them do it that way.
Yeah.
Oh, it goes at the round. Oh.
Okay, Donna, let's see what you did. Look, I know Donna. Donna, what did you draw? Did you actually draw Wolverine?
Wow.
No, I cannot.
Oh, thank you, Baba.
Yes, she did.
You know what? You just put all the shame. She just straight drew Wolverine. I cannot. I love it. That is like awesome.
I want to get on this head.
Good.
This is terrible.
No, it was really good. Wait, put it back up. That is like,
I was like, what? I'm supposed to draw a Wolverine? What? I was like,
Heck yeah, that's
Wow.
Yeah, I like that's cool.
what does Wolverine look like? Come on.
you know what? As a matter of fact, we don't want you on there because then
For real.
look bad. Little kids be like, no, I want Wolverine. I don't want his mask.
Yeah.
That was really good.
Real character. You got the real character. That's pretty cool.
That was
That is
good.
serious.
Yeah, a lot of kids like that too. Yeah.
All right, T.
She gave me something to shoot for.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Oh, see what we okay.
Wow, that is like, okay, guys, imagine that. If you put that, what if you put that face in the center of the Wolverine mask? Y'all, that would be epic.
Mm-hmm.
Donna, you have given us a challenge now.
In Halloween, I've seen a couple of kids dressed like that with the little
with the claws, yeah.
and they're just beer here, like a. I've seen that. It's really cool. I like that.
Yeah, why don't we draw a little beard on the kids and make them look like Wolverine?
Like and the sideburns.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's called. Sideburns and a little hair, flick of hair and everything.
Yeah.
That would be a whole new it. That's good, you guys. I like it. Did everybody get to go? Did I show yours, Erica?
Yeah. I'm taking a picture.
All right. All right, Zuri, get your paints out, girl. Let's go. Where is Zuri? What is she doing?
She said she had to go somewhere.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's do one more, and then we are out. While you guys are doing your getting ready for the next one, we're going to go ahead and pull our business spotlight of the week. If you would like to be considered for the business spotlight, all you have to do is go to our Beauty, Body, and Art After Dark group and complete the pinned post. Tell us your name, who you are, and what you do, and then your name will go in here to be featured in as our business spotlight or person of the week. If you don't have a business, but you just love what we do, and you're in our group, then we will feature you if your name gets pulled out of this wonderful box, the magic box. So let's see what it is this week. Shout out to Allie, who was our business spotlight of last week. Look who it is. Laura Herbert.
Okay.
Laura Herbert. Congratulations, Laura. Laura is our business spotlight for this week. Woo! Congratulations, Laura. We will be featured on our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Also, I want to give a shout out to Emerald because Emerald has been nominated for an award. She's been nominated. I forgot what it's called. Steve, do you know what it's called? Anybody?
I'm sorry, but I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, but shout out to her. Just to be nominated, the opportunity to be recognized doing what we do is an awesome and amazing thing. So we are pushing her too. I don't know if there has to be votes or anything, but she is being nominated for an award. So shout out to you, Emerald Sands, and we miss you, the Painted Chick, and hope to see you next week. Also, let's see, do I have any other housekeeping things that I need to do? I think that's it. All right, last one for the night. Be sure to tune in next week. We have a very special guest next week. We're going to have a lot of fun. You're not going to want to miss it. I think I can go ahead and say who it is. We're bringing back the magician, right?
Yep, magician.
Tommy Burnett will be back next week. You guys are not going to want to miss it. He is absolutely amazing. We had to have him back again. It's a lot of fun, so make sure you tune in. It's Tuesday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. And then join the Zoom. Zoom is great. You can come into the Zoom room and have fun with us. And if you don't want to be on camera, just mute your camera. You can call in and just listen on the phone, but it's more fun when you can watch or whatever. Hey, Kayla, what's up, Kayla? We've been missing you, Kayla. How are you? Zuri ducked out on us. Oh, that's right. She said she was going to Walmart. All right. She said she just did a wolf on her face. Ha, ha, ha. And she's going to Walmart. That should keep people away from this. All right, T, let's see what we got.
Okay. Okay, simple.
Cheek butterfly. All right, guys.
Only on the cheek. You know, when the mom come up and say, just do something little on their face, just like you.
You only need 3 minutes for this. Ready?
3 minutes.
3 minutes, ready, and go. 3 minute cheek butterfly.
Okay.
A 3-minute butterfly on the little girl's cheek.
Oh, goodness.
Come on, y'all can do this.
Yeah, got it.
I just want something on her cheek.
One little cheek butterfly coming up.
These messages.
Mm-hmm. Everybody should get this right. Oh.
Marla.
Hmm?
Marla baked it. She baked one, she baked two. I will take one from mom.
All right. One butterfly.
Is that?
And this is your line ender. This is like the last kid in line. Your time is running out.
But they didn't eat those all.
And this is the one more kid that you got to do. Can you just do one more?
We get the sticker.
Time is up.
Get that sticker.
All right, that's it. Time's up. Brush us down. Let's see what you got. Okay, Chandra, with your sticker butterfly, go ahead.
My sticker butterfly.
Love it, love it.
Yeah.
Yay, got it.
Yeah.
All right, Donna, let's see your cheek butterfly.
Got a little messy.
Oh, that is cute.
It's
Tisha,
just-
what's your favorite colors?
Purple.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
That is awesome. All right, Erica.
Yes.
There it is. Woo, woo. Did I see glitter? I see glitter.
Yes.
I did the same thing. Oh, all the glitter just fell off on my computer.
There you go.
Rainbow butterfly.
Rainbows.
Quick, fast, in a hurry.
Yeah, there you go. Who do we get? T. Oh, that's cute.
There you go.
That's pretty purple butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
Purple color.
Did you do your butterfly? Line, but everybody did purple. I should do purple. Oh, cute. There it is.
Love purple.
Sorry, ma'am. Our line is closed. That's it. We're not doing any more butterflies or anything else. I'm sorry. My time's up. You want to pay $75 more? All right, you guys. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Definitely have to thank our very special guest, Donna Marie, Donna Dolby, aka now Donna Marie. We thank you so much for joining us. You are more than welcome to come to the show anytime you want to hang out with us, anytime you want to do a paint challenge. On Tuesdays, we do, the second Tuesday of the month, we do the extended Paint Me Quick Challenge, where that's all we do for the whole show is just paint.
That's awesome.
Very quickly. So again, we want to thank you guys. Be sure to go to Donna's page, follow her on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Are you on Twitter? Did you say you're on Twitter?
No, you know what? I'm not on Twitter.
Are you on Snapchat?
No.
So follow her on Facebook and Instagram. She's not on Twitter or Snapchat. All right, you guys. And thank you guys so much. And we want all of you guys to be safe. Hey, Jolene, how you doing? You guys be safe this holiday season, because we know that a lot of people still don't understand the importance of not drinking and driving.
Right.
So it's not just worrying about yourself. You got to look out for the people around you who are not as considerate. Yeah. Also watch out for people on their phones and driving and all of those things. So you guys be safe, be careful. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. I hope that you have something to be grateful for. Don't take life for granted. Don't take your friendships or the people in your lives for granted, because this is the season where it's almost like a purge happens at the end of the year. So be sure to tell someone that you love them. Give someone a hug legally and safely. Don't be violating anybody's space or rights. You ain't got no business touching on. I'm just saying. And all you ladies out there, I want to encourage you to be inspired and be empowered. Now is your time, because guess what? The men are dropping off the scene, so it's a lot of job openings right now. A lot of job openings right now. I'm getting ready to start a GoFundMe, call a go support me to be a live broadcaster on CNN or one of these stations where they're losing all these people.
That's just wild.
Hey, it's real. It's a lot of job openings in the entertainment business. I'm available if you're looking for someone to do a new show on CNN, PBS, any of those places, ABC, NBC. Get a girl up. DeeWorks Live to the rescue. All right, we'll catch y'all next time. Thank you, guys. Let's go, y'all.
Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.
You
Happy
too.
Thanksgiving.
All right, bye, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Donna.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.